crowd still here hoping for a miracle. Also here to cheer on. Leonard makes it official. Now the Warriors just inbound, and that's it. There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada.
To win the NBA championship was amazing. I remember I just wanted to get my family down to the court, and I just wanted to celebrate with them and just say thank you to my family. Today is July 4th. The season ended 3 weeks ago, and today is the first day back. It's definitely very weird for me. You know, we're in day 4 of free agency, and I haven't signed. I've never really experienced that before. And so, yeah, I mean, quite honestly, we don't know if I'm going to be an NBA player next year. That's just the honest truth. And, you know, it's tough. I always told myself my progression is going to be become a rotation player, become a starting point guard, and then win an NBA championship.
Watson puts up the two-pointer, puts it in! How about measuring Gasol? JeremyLin, another three-pointer for the Rockets. Basketball Los Angeles style. The Lakers once again. JeremyLin will get the call at point guard. Lin on the floor. The Hornets. This is Lin, and Jeremy's got three.
JeremyLin is going to be going to Brooklyn for years, $36 million.
A city that he can be featured in back in Brooklyn. JeremyLin becomes the star on this team as they try to build from scratch.
You know, when I first signed with the Nets, I don't think I can describe just how excited I was, because that for me was from insanity until that point. That was, you know, a 5-year stretch where I just didn't feel like I was in a great situation for me. And then I finally got to a great situation, and I was like, man, this is everything I waited for. And so I was beyond excited. All of a sudden, it was like I was the guy, and they're like, who do you want to play with? What plays do you want to put into the offense? And I was just like, man, this is every NBA player's dream. It was everything I could have wanted from an NBA perspective. Everything I could ask for going into a season. You know, I get excited and happy thinking about it, but obviously we know how the ending was for that stretch and that 2 seasons.
Lin makes his move. He's trapped. Foul called. Lin's limping.
The first one was a hamstring injury, and all of a sudden it was just like, you know, torn. And then I come back, play a couple games, tear it again, and then I'm rehabbing, make great progress, maybe, you know, 5-6 weeks in, tear it again, and have to start all over. You're literally riding this roller coaster where it's like, you're doing great, and you're healthy, and then boom, you're back down, start all over. Then you're doing great, and then you got to start all over again.
你不要受伤，那么你就有机会跟人家拼斗的人，他们在等着给你受伤。对不对？你不要当了他们。
我不是故意受伤。
Lin switching hands for the deuce. JeremyLin with a tough bucket. No look. JeremyLin lays it in. D'Angelo Russell.
To be able to come into the second year all healthy, very, very ready mentally and physically, that just hurt a lot. And he was having a really good game. It was like at the end of the third or something. He had like 18 points by the first game of the season.
That's goaltending. Lin goes down hard. You could hear the bang as he hit the floor. Oh boy. JeremyLin is down.
We were watching the game in Brooklyn with his brother Josh, Landon, Patricia, and once I saw his face and I saw the replay of him, I knew it was over for the year. And his brother threw his phone and broke his screen, and it was just like the air out of the room literally was like.
Our whole family, just to know the pain that he was going through, you know, I've seen it at a personal level, so that like hurt on a lot of levels, yeah.
It was really tough. Have your hopes, you know, brought up and then have them dashed, and then have your hopes brought up and then have them crushed again.
One thing I really admire about JeremyLin is that he has a level of perseverance that I have never seen before. He knows who he is, and he so strongly believes in the player that he can be. He just keeps going. Like, he's very self-disciplined, self-motivated, intrinsically motivated. He just loves the game. He loves being on the court.
As I went through those injuries in Brooklyn for 2 years, I didn't achieve what I wanted on the court, but I grew so much as a person. I know that those are going to be things that are going to have longer lasting impact in terms of my growth in character and as a person. It was heartbreaking, it was gut-wrenching those 2 years, going through all those injuries, missing 130, 140 games, and then getting traded to, at that time, what was the worst team in the Eastern Conference. It took a lot out of me. It was painful because the wait, too. It was a 5-year wait to get that opportunity. And it was in the prime of an athlete, age 27 to 29. It was in the perfect prime. And I lost those years, and I'll never get it back. And now I'm fighting for my life, just trying to be an NBA player.
Using that handle. Count it! Linsanity hits Atlanta.
It's penetration down the lane right there. It takes that bump. There's Plumlee getting the second foul.
JeremyLin gets a layup.
JeremyLin again.
His ability to...
You asked the Hawks to buy you out, and you got to make a choice to sign with Toronto. Why did you make that choice?
I made that choice because, you know, for me, I've always had a belief in myself and what I'm capable of. I haven't been afraid to go after it. I wanted that opportunity. I wanted to help a team and pursue a championship. Obviously now that the story for that chapter is written, wasn't the ending I expected, but in many ways, you know, I'm still grateful for that experience, and I got to win a championship. Ultimately, I just didn't play well enough. And I can own up to that. And in essence, I failed, right? I failed from not being the player that I thought I could be. There's purpose in that, you know? There's lessons in that. There's growth in that. That's not something that I'm as afraid of.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
When he launched it, I was like, this doesn't look like it's going in. And then it ended up being short, but it had such a soft touch. And it was like, boom, boom. And it had 4 bounces, and by the 4th one, it was about to like fall in, and we were like, oh my goodness, is this real? And then it went through the hoop, and I mean, the rest is just a blur.
How much would you have wanted to be on the court?
Oh man, you know, we work our whole lives to be in the NBA, and we work our whole lives to be able to compete in the playoffs. To be on that floor and to be able to compete, I would have been very, very happy and excited to do that.
We all wish he could have played a lot more and have a significant role. But at the end of the day, you know, we still want him to win. He ended up getting a championship, so we're all happy for him for that.
I mean, obviously a lot of people are celebrating you and saying you're like the first Asian American NBA champion. Then people are commenting, even Asian people, surprisingly, are like, yeah, but it's not like he played.
In all honesty, there were times when I felt like I had to tell myself I deserved a championship.
Right. To me, I was shocked, and I'm just like, dude, this guy's done so much for us to make us look cool, and you guys are like clowning him. I'm like, well, he's on the team, he practices with them. Like Nick Nurse didn't play. Did he not win a championship? And you know, the GM and the owner, like they didn't play, but they're part of the team, and those are all parts of the team that you need to have in order to win.
Again, I had to struggle with like, do I really deserve this? And it's like, the more I thought about it, I was like, actually, no, I do, and I should enjoy it, and I should embrace it. And I'm not going to, like, shy away from being able to celebrate that.
You calling that, NBA starter, you won a championship.
championship. What's next for you?
I got a lot more left.
After 9 seasons in the NBA, in your mind, like, what's next for you?
In my mind, you know, what I truly want to do is become the player that I've always thought I could be. Again, I don't know if that will happen, but I think that if I work at it and do everything I can, I won't have any regrets. There's definitely vulnerability. There's definitely shock and disappointment. Just seeing what had happened over the first 2 days, let alone third, fourth day, just seeing all the players signing and all the contracts that are being offered. And for me, just to see all of that happen and all the opportunities and roster spots that I thought, you know, I could be on, just dropping before my eyes. Yeah, there's been a emotional processing that I've had to do over these 4 days of, hey, you might not be an NBA player ever again. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm taking it day by day, and I'll be ready for whatever happens.